Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel. It is a PJ day for me today because I still feel like garbage. But I just waxed makeup on and hoped for the best. I really want to dive into this Buffy episode right now. We are on 7/19, so there's only 3 after this one, I think. Let's just roll that intro and get stuck into it. Here we go. Hopefully Xander's gonna be okay.
Hey, you.
Hey, these people have never seen an apocalypse before.
Oh my god, you're sick too.
You can't swing a cat without hitting some kind of demonic activity. Not that I swing cats. Or eat. Nope. Cutting way back. Cholesterol. Morals.
Of course, of course.
I don't think anyone's going to be able to stop it.
The eyes widening there.
If anyone can do it, you can, because you rock. Maybe you should just get out of town this time.
Probably should.
Guys, I'm nervous. I'm really freaking nervous.
We appreciate your help.
Oh, no, thank you. We don't get a lot of contact with Interpol, so we're happy to help you with anything you need. Wait, who are you?
I'm with the inspector.
From Venice, you nutcase.
Okay.
People are acting up, getting nuts. We are itching to hand out some justice.
What's up with those cops?
The Hellmouth is active again.
I want to get back to Xander.
Fugitive. Sounds like a situation that needs some justice.
And that you should expect to see some bruising when you remove the bandages.
I keep waiting for my other senses to improve 50%.
Well, we're looking at a possible release as early as tonight.
I thought there were gonna be card games.
Oh, no, I should really get back.
It's okay. And I might see you tonight.
Oh, this all just feels really awkward and tense, and I hate it.
Be up for a rousing game.
I might need a parrot to really complete the look. I think I still have that costume from Halloween.
Don't underestimate the impact of a peg leg.
Oh, you know what the best part is? No one will ever make me watch Jaws 3D again.
You'll never have to.
Oh, Willow.
How does she do that? How does she do that to me every time?
Revamps can be staked. We didn't know this.
I was thinking that.
I used to be really afraid of these Ubervamp guys. But then the scary preacher blew into town, and now I'm mostly terrified of him.
We're working on getting info.
There's just a sun.
Nothing works.
Everyone's hopes are real high here. Everyone's really positive, guys.
We had right over there on that cot, immediately following some exciting and unexpected breakup sex. But so I'm doing what I can do, contributing any way I
Don't think you need to write that bit down, Andrew.
Do you think there are going to be questions about her sex life on the test?
Yeah, whenever she starts talking about getting all sweaty with Xander like that, I just remind her I had him first.
Not in the best way, Faith, either.
Everyone's feeling pretty pointless.
How's Xander? He's doing really well.
What you got?
Info that Giles and Willow were able to pull off the police database. But a guy like Caleb didn't just get in the game.
How was Xander's mood? And did you get a chance to talk to the doctor about the meds?
Buffy's having a breakdown.
Why don't you go and get some of the stuff you've already gotten from Giles? Or, we can talk about this later, maybe.
Try to find anything that looks like Caleb. His church, his ring.
His ability to render a slayer useless in just one punch. That was stupid. I don't know why I said that.
It's okay.
Oh god, she's gonna have a breakdown and cry, and I'm gonna sob, and it's gonna be a mess.
Don't worry about it.
They've not played any music, have they? It feels very like the body right now.
See that everyone else gets started on this.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit of music.
Oh, now look. Things don't go exactly your way, so here come the waterworks.
The search is over, he's there. Oh, is that gonna be the first?
Ain't that just like a woman?
Oh god, I hate this guy.
Wouldn't do that where are you, sweet pea? Fighting back didn't do you much good last time, did it? And how is poor, sweet Xander? And anytime he's willing, I'm ready to finish the job.
Go near Xander again, and I will end you.
Mind your manners.
And what about yours?
You're angry. I like that in a girl. take such sweet pleasure in taming you. I'll see you soon, little lady.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. Sorry, I'm back. I had to order a coffee. I was in desperate need, and we've got no milk. And also, thank you to Brian for gifting me this coffee over on Ko-Fi, you utter legend. I had to go for a Tim Hortons because Starbucks wasn't available, but I'm hoping that the verdict is going to be good. We pop the straw in. Right. Sorry about the interruption. Let's get cracking.
Faith stole the last meatball mozzarella flavored Hot Pocket out of the freezer, even though I had called dibs on it.
Hey, dibs is gospel.
The place was abandoned.
The post is still here. Andrew's. It's just a fundamental lack of respect.
Shut up. Pay attention.
It always scares me when Giles gets all serious.
On the back wall, knot hole.
That's not an odd hole.
Would you go down to the basement and get Spike?
Sounded like there was news.
Andrew.
I have a mission for you.
Oh, really?
Take a look at this.
Looks like our boys have been here. You want to go check it out?
I need someone who can take care of themselves in case Caleb has left some souvenirs.
Are we gonna get to the food stealing issue soon?
Take Andrew, a demon expert. He can help.
Oh, please.
Well, he could bring his pan flute thing along. Off you go.
We'll have some news soon.
Sure. Maybe that'll get us somewhere.
Everyone is so miserable.
In the meantime, the troops here got to sit and stew, feeling crappier by the minute.
We should keep them occupied.
I know how to keep them occupied.
To the bronze.
Buffy, you hurt?
Caleb came back looking for seconds.
My God, is he...
Still able to make me see cartoon birdies all around my head? You betcha. The short lack of consciousness was nice. I feel rested. How did those police files work out?
Well, there's evidence that Caleb may have established a foothold up north. I sent Spike to look into it.
Spike, is this a mission from which you intend Spike to return alive?
Yes, I sent Andrew with him.
Again, I ask the question.
Yeah, it doesn't really mean much.
Decisions have to be made in your absence.
Yeah, well, those are the ones that have been scaring me. You sent away the one person that's been watching my back. Again.
We're all watching your back.
Where did everybody go?
What? She took them to the bronze.
Did you lay the proper groundwork?
That I did. Reckon she got the message. So now the big strong slayer goes back to those girls. She's just so ready to walk them right into it.
Buffy would never let us do this. This woman is so cool.
Hey, how old are you?
17.
Yeah, we're gonna get you a real nice 7-Up, okay?
What is with these cops?
Hey, was wondering what was taking you boys so long. Where you been?
We're gonna have to ask you to come with us, miss. Come on.
Hey! It's cool. I got it.
There's going to be something more to this. They're not just cops doing their job.
You said anything about jail?
Yeah, I knew it. Oof.
It'll be over before you know it.
Jesus.
You know what? I'm just gonna go borrow the phone. You're gonna have to shoot us all to stop us.
It doesn't really bother me. Back up!
No.
Dawn just jumps on his back. I do love a Faith fight.
Faith! What are you doing?
Just blowing off steam. Well, it started that way. Turned all when cops go evil on us.
Girls, go home. I need to talk to Faith for a minute. Buffy, we weren't on. You too.
She's like a mother to 20 kids right now, as well as, you know, the rest of the world.
But they were fighting, and those girls were drunk.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Faith, I need to know that these girls are going to be safe when I'm not around.
You don't even know these girls. Maybe you should have a little more confidence in them.
But you don't throw children
They're
into...
not children. How safe are they when you drag them off to meet Caleb? Or Molly?
Because that's what she's kicking herself about now, is Xander being in hospital and them losing those girls. She definitely hit a nerve there.
Pick up some burgers or something, you know, road trip food.
What I would do to be Andrew right now.
Not as good as those onion blossom things.
Ooh, I love those.
Ooh. you.
I don't understand how such a thing is possible.
Soak it in ice water for an hour so it holds its shape.
Masterful.
Yeah.
What is this?
Telling you when we have this conversation, I'll bite you.
Gotcha.
You must be Principal Wood.
Looks like someone banged you up pretty well.
Cops. Yeah, this one's from someone who just thinks she's a cop.
She told me about you, so what changed?
Other things matter more.
I think you're worried about her.
I am.
No one's here.
No one's here. Okay, let's go home. There's the mark.
Oh, God.
You have to pretend there's a big party here.
Parties in this house, I usually end up having to rebuild something.
Welcome home, Xander. I wanted you to be here for this. It's about the cellar. And I realize now what we have to do. We're going back in.
And how did she find this out?
A man arrived at our doors. We offered to feed him, but he had come for something else. Behind this, he revealed something even we didn't know was here. He was going on about this ancient inscription.
Neat.
He read it, and he didn't like what it said. He was the purest evil I've ever seen. He burned his mark upon me.
What does it say?
It is not for thee. It is for her alone to wield.
I figured something out. He kept making all this noise about the school.
Is it that seal again?
Let's just let her talk first, guys.
Spent all this time worrying about the seal and the hellmouth. Why isn't Caleb guarding them? Why is he camped out at the vineyard? The bad guys always go where the power is. They're protecting the vineyard or something at the vineyard. I say it's their power, and I say it's time we go in and take.
She's right then. And only Buffy should have it? Is that what they're saying?
But I'm not going back in that place, not without proof.
I'm not saying it's gonna be easy.
I think Faith had the floor.
But you gotta give me something to fight, something real, not...
Windmills.
There is something there.
This is a hell of a lot to ask.
They're turning on her.
For 7 years, I've kept us safe by doing this. And now, what, suddenly you're all acting like you can't trust me?
You can't trust us.
Is that why you sent Spike away? To ambush me?
You're being reckless. Man, I don't even know you, and I can tell.
Shut up, please.
People are dying.
Kennedy,
Why are you always standing up for her?
I'm not. With everything that's happened, I'm worried about your judgment.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
You need someone to lead you.
Automatically you. You really do think you're better than we are.
What is happening? Is she dreaming?
But you didn't earn it. You didn't work for it.
This feels odd to me. I don't like this at all.
I've gotten us this far.
But not without a price.
Even Xander?
I see your point here, Buff. But I guess it must be a little bit to my left. Because I just don't.
We have to be together on this, or we will fail again.
You know, we are not together on this.
I'm still in charge here.
And why is that exactly?
Maybe we need a vote to see who wants Faith to have a turn in charge.
I am fuming over this.
I should have equal time to bake them cookies, braid their hair.
Learn their names.
You're just loving this, aren't you?
You have no idea what I'm feeling.
Come in here. Take everything that I have. I mean, you did it before.
Buffy, that's enough.
I came here to beat the other guy. I don't know if I can lead, but the real question is, can you follow?
So we vote.
I can't watch you just throw away everything.
Even Dawn isn't willing to look at her.
I can't stay here and watch her lead you into some disaster.
And you can't stay here. Buffy, I love you.
Have I missed an episode?
We have to be together on this. You can't be a part of it. So I need you to leave. Sorry.
Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you.
Which is dead.
Shut your mouth.
Look, I swear I didn't want it to go this way.
Don't be afraid to lead them. Whether you wanted it or not, their lives are yours.
What is going on? I'm fuming.
But lead them.
Maybe I shouldn't have watched this episode today. I'm fragile. I feel like I've got a lot to say about that scene. Clearly I'm a little bit emotional after watching that. I was really against the way that whole meeting went down. It felt very pointed and just really judgmental. There was nothing personal about it. And I'm not saying that Buffy is in the right here. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that everyone was in the wrong. That whole situation could have been handled a lot better. And I get that they're under a lot of stress right now. Obviously with Caleb about and the end of the world, etc. But it felt very odd. Like, it felt like I was having a personal betrayal. Especially when Willow went against her. Xander. But then Dawn? Excuse me? What is this? What is happening? I hated it, and it felt wrong. Because to me, if you have a problem with someone or with the route that they're going down or something like that, or you're nervous, you've got concerns, you take them aside. You let them know that prior to every single person just turning on her and saying, you're reckless. We don't want to lead. We don't want you to lead us. We don't trust you. I think she had a lot on her plate. I think she was struggling. I think she was on the verge of a mental breakdown. Do I think that people were there for her to support in that time? No, I don't. No. And to be quite honest, she probably would have pushed them away anyway. She has it in her head. She has to like stay on target and stay focused the whole time and not allow emotions to sort of like cloud that. But I don't think that they did at all. And I kind of liked the way that Faith angled it. She said some harsh things, which obviously I'm not a fan of. But at the same time, it's like the way that she justified her point, she like carried them up with facts and stuff. And she was also very much like, no, I just need you to just take a moment, like stop being so hasty. Whereas everyone else, it was kind of just like, we're not doing that, don't trust you, like that's it. I didn't like it. I just didn't like the scene. It didn't feel right. Something, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but it felt uncomfortable. And I guess that was the point in the scene. It's supposed to feel like that. The whole episode felt awkward. Like it felt really tense. I think tense is the better word for that. When Giles and Buffy had that one-on-one and she was talking about trust and stuff, that's how I believe things should have gone down anyway. Dawn, Xander, Willow, if anyone had their doubts, just pull her aside and even if it was just the three of them, but having everyone there just turn on her did not sit well with me at all. And I feel like we've been in this situation before, right? Way back in like season 3 or something. And I think they were all in the library at the time. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like it. And Willow, when she was in the hospital and she said, you know, I thought there's gonna be games and things like that. You know what she's going through right now, Willow, hello? Say exactly what you feel. It was a personal, intimate moment, just the three of them in that hospital room, the core group there. But instead, she just sort of skirted about it like she does. Obviously love Willow, I'm not hating on Willow, but we know that she doesn't like the whole confrontation thing. But Xander, again, didn't say anything, he just said, I understand. To then, you know, waiting until everyone was pointing the finger at Buffy, and then that's the time they decided to say, oh yeah. And with everyone else, you're on your own, love. Did not like it at all. And when, I can't remember what her name is, but one of the Slayers, when she's like, ding dong, the witch is dead or whatever, or gone, it's like, hello? You're in her house. She is the one that's trying to train you so that you don't die. And you've all just said goodbye to her. I believe when Buffy said, look, I've kept you all alive for 7 years, I was backing her because she bloody has. And she takes no credit for it. She just deals with every situation. And yes, it has been like a team effort. And that is why I've struggled, because this wasn't And I know that's what people were saying. That's the argument that a lot were saying, like, what makes you the leader and things like that. But she is the bloody leader. She is. Wasn't a fan of Anya in that moment. But I feel like I've been there with her before, because I do love Anya. And then there's some times where I'm just like, no way have you just said that, or no way have you just done that. And that is one of those moments. And I think that because Buffy is in this whirlwind inside her head of, I need to save the world, I literally need to save everyone. She's got the weight of the world on her shoulders. So for everyone to just look at her and just not back her at all, she stayed firm and said, no, this is what we're doing, and it's just not worked out. It's not worked out. And I think what Buffy should have done in that situation is say, okay, right, I'm listening. This is the time where I'm listening. Because a true leader should be a good listener. And she should have heard what they had to say without demanding that that's what we're doing. No, without shutting them down or being dismissive. There's a bit of me that is saying she's chose to do that because that was her get out. This is the way she wanted to do it, and if you don't want me, then okay, bye. Like, she secretly wanted to just walk away from everything because she's boiled up to that point where she's so overwhelmed that it's just too much. And that's why I got quite emotional at the end when she turned to Faith and just said, just lead them, do a good job. Because she feels like she can. Why am I getting upset? This show. This stupid show. It's so good, isn't it? It's really good. And these are the things that make me love it even more. Like, because I am getting a little bit irate about it. And it's because they have made decisions that, I wish that they didn't. But then it's relatable because in life, things don't go your way. They just don't. I mean, if you're one of them, very lucky for you. Then yay for you. But for the majority, like, life is not smooth. It doesn't go the way that you want it to go. And you have these fallings out, you have these clashes of opinions and whatnot, but it's how you deal with it afterwards. And I'm hoping that everyone will, while Buffy's not there, go, you know what, I think we could have handled that a little bit better. And maybe we didn't need to ambush her in that way or literally storm her out of her own home. Because it's my home too. With that was Dawn's place. Oh, I didn't like that at all. But yeah, anyway, with Buffy, I hope that she walks away and goes, maybe I should have just listened there. Maybe I've been a bit hasty in my decision to go to this chapel and put people's lives in danger. But the way that this episode was shot, it was, the start of someone doubting her, being really nice about it, but also saying you can't handle this. So her confidence is at an all-time low. You've got Xander in the hospital. You've got people wanting to grieve. You've got kids, because they are kids. I'm sorry, Faith, but they are. You've got a bunch of kids that are sure of themselves enough to make these big decisions, but really know nothing at all. And then you've got people from her past that have, done her dirty, and she's tried to help them and saved them. It's very complicated, isn't it? And I think Faith was right in the sense of they need to just take a beat right now. I know you're short on time, guys, but take a beat and discuss. I feel like that meeting was the worst meeting that could have possibly happened. Like, it was just a bad call. It should have been the moment where everyone took people's opinions into account, then go away. So like, you list all of all of your worries, all of your concerns, all of your potential plans, because that's what annoyed me as well. Like, Buffy had a plan, but no one else did. They just knew that hers was bad. So from Buffy's point of view, she's done nothing but think about it and obsess over it, and she's like, right, this is a lead which we haven't had in a long time, I'm gonna take it. For everyone to go, nah, I'm not doing that. No. And which is fine, you're allowed to say no, but like follow it up with something else. The world is ending. I've got a feeling I might be in the minority here with my opinions. I don't know. I'll look forward to reading the comments though. Just please bear in mind, as I'm saying this, I've literally just seen the episode. I don't know what's coming in the show. These are very like initial thoughts. And yeah, I'm open to discussions and seeing things from different point of views. It's just my initial reaction to that was it was uncomfortable and I didn't enjoy it, and I feel as though they should have gone about the whole thing in a different way. And when I say that, I don't mean the episode's bad. I just mean the way the story has decided to go down. Not a fan of, especially because like Buffy said, Spike wasn't there, and I feel as though Spike would have backed her. I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but it would have felt a little less like everyone against her, and especially those that were the absolute closest to her were like, no. Put that time in prior to a meeting. I feel like I could just go on and defend Buffy like all the time, but I need you to know that I don't think she did the right thing by demanding that everyone follow her, and if they don't, she storms off. But I think that a small thing in her mind was, I'm broke and I'm broken, I need to step away, and this is my way. Because she is in breaking point. It just felt as though the support should have been there rather than the fingers just pointing. Caleb's still as strong as ever as well, we saw that. Just laughing in her face there, swiping his hand across her face, and like that's the end of him. And like, yeah, I don't know, he's clearly very powerful, and all we know is that he read some message, and apparently I'm gonna assume that Buffy should be the one with the power. And because he got it, he can use the power for bad? I don't know. What an episode though. Very high on the emotion scale there, in my opinion. Sorry for the interruptions in the middle and stuff, but yeah. 3 episodes. I'm stressed. Very, very stressed. I don't know how it's gonna end, but following this one, I just feel exhausted, and I don't have the faith there that I did prior, because I mean, that's the way that the episode wants me to feel, and it's successful in that. Everyone else's negativity has just sucked every bit of hope out of me while watching this. Because I've always considered myself an empath as well. I do sort of soak in the emotions and the vibes that I'm around. And everyone was very negative in this episode, and I feel as though it's definitely had an effect on me. That, and obviously I'm ill, so it's not going to help things, but yeah, I'm scared to watch the last 3. I'm lying if I say that I'm just excited, because I don't want it to be over, okay? I don't want it to be over, and a little bit of is like, I do want to know how though. How does it end? Am I going to be happy and satisfied with the ending, or is it going to crush me? I don't know, but I'm going to leave it there. I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It does mean a lot, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I would really like to know your opinions on this down in the comment section as well. And I'm excited to listen to that podcast as well, and see where their thoughts were at. I'm genuinely alone with my initial watch there. Maybe I'll sleep on it and I'll feel differently, or after reading some of your comments I'll feel differently. But right now, yeah, I'm just a bit angry. I'm just peeved off. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you for watching. A massive shout out to all of my members, and a special one to my patrons and those in the Mark of Jane tiers sponsoring my content. You're utter beauties, and I can't thank you enough. I hope you're enjoying the content and that content to come as well. But until next time, goodbye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the deck pack. And today I've chosen Kristen, and Kristen says, so I'm brand new to Buffy and new to your channel as a result. Well, hello and welcome, Kristen. Glad I found you before the very end. Me too. One notable thing for me I'm always confused by the way Buffy feels about Spike. She has gotten jealous a few times and yet pushed him away so hard and told him to get on with his life in season 6. I think maybe she's just as confused about this relationship as I am. I'm curious what other viewers might think of this. Thanks for the fun reactions and looking forward to the last few episodes and then maybe a new show. Yes, yes, yes. So I think you've nailed it there. I think she is just as confused as we are about the relationship, which is completely fine. But there's no denying that there's love there. There is love there. And I think a lot of the time, because of the complexity of the relationship and the history there, she feels as though she shouldn't feel the way that she does. And then there's guilt there. And then there's disgust and all of the nasty feelings. But Spike, especially during her time of need, has been a comfort to her. And even in this episode, she felt as though Spike was the one that would back her. The one that she could really rely on during all of this. And I think that speaks volumes for how special the relationship is between them. And complicated 100%, but special nonetheless. And I don't think that they work well together in a romantic sense. I think we've seen that. I think they can be very toxic for each other. But to me, and this is totally just my opinion, is you can't deny the love that they have. Yes, they might have made mistakes and they might hurt each other, but the love is there. I just don't think that they should be together. I think they should just accept the fact that, you know, they care a lot for one another. And I'm sure people will share their thoughts in the comments as well. But thank you, Kristen, and thanks again for joining the Patreon and this community. I hope you really, really enjoy it here. And yeah, I hope to see more comments from you in the future. Don't forget, guys, if you want to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below, and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.